Uy, welcome to EPG Reviews, and this time we're gonna talk about The Batman. Don't worry, this is a non-spoiler review, so you can just relax and keep on watching. The Batman is a whole new experience. From the lighting, the sound, the characters, the plot, it's a whole new experience of the Batman na mako-compare mo talaga with previous Batman films. But this one really has its own personality, it has its own charm, and it's really dark actually. Second point, it's more of a detective movie than a superhero film. For this film, we got a lot of puzzles, clues, riddles na it's essential to the plot because yun nga, the main villain is the Riddler. Also, it looks back to the origins of Batman, which he started in Detective Comics, and he is regarded as the world's greatest detective. Although I have to say, some of the puzzles are too cheesy, I think it's also integral to the personality of the Riddler. Also, let's talk about the villains. So, aside from the Riddler, who is really psychotic, at the same time brilliant in terms of how he plots his schemes, we also have the Penguin, which is played by Colin Farrell, na hindi ko pala napansin agad. Kaya he's really good at it. And we also have Catwoman, who is Zoe Kravitz. And I would say she's the most sexiest and badass Catwoman I've seen in recent films. Now let's talk about the Batman, Robert Pattinson as Bruce Wayne in the Batman. I would say he's the most sad boy na Batman and Bruce Wayne ever because yes, it's a dark plot. Also, he's serious all the time, but actually it's also essential to the story. We have to take into consideration that Batman is a detective. That's why he solves the puzzles to get to the villains. And for my final point, the Batman is a psychological movie with a dash of action. And there's a lot of elements like the music, the sound, the cinematography that goes well, and actually subconsciously it goes inside your brain. So after the movie, you'll still think of some of the scenes. Kaya that's how I see if the movie is really good or not. So, how do I rate the Batman? Now, with all of the elements considered and the characters, the plot, etc., I would give this one an 8.9 out of 10. Now, as an overall experience as a viewer, I would say that you have to also digest the film, which makes it really unique. Kasi masyado tayo nasanay sa superhero movies na direct to the point, what you feel, yun na yun. Pero, the Batman hits different. That's why it's a whole new experience. But, we still have this hero. We have this vigilante. We have this vengeance na talagang, you will appreciate the film after you watch it, after digesting what has happened and what are the elements that went around it. Kaya yun. So, if you're gonna watch the Batman, I suggest that you also take your bio break early. Don't drink a lot of drinks because the movie is 3 hours long. So you don't want to miss a moment. So as much as possible, enjoy the moment and analyze the movie. And again, the Batman is now showing in cinemas, and dahil alert level 1 na, we could watch it more with friends and family. Kaya enjoy the movie.